Hi, I'm Johnny Knight,
Hi, I'm Leah Gold.
and welcome to
Til Design Do Us Part,
a podcast for interior lovers,
DIY doers,
people who just have differing opinions.
or a divorce pending.
Let's see. Hi, guys.
Hello, and welcome to a brand new podcast.
Brand new. This is episode 1 of our podcast,
Til Design Do Us Part.
A podcast all about interior design from 2 interior design enthusiasts.
Enthusiasts?
I would say so. Or addicts. Maybe we're interior design addicts.
Well, it's not an AA.
Hi, I'm Johnny, and I'm addicted to interior design.
I'm addicted to wallpapering and hardware.
But you kind of are. So.
This is true.
You've probably seen us on the most recent season 7 of Interior Design Masters. And notably, Miss Leah Gold only went and bloody won it. So...
Well, I didn't want to blow my own trumpet, but...
you know. Sometimes you got it.
And obviously our dear Johnny went out far too early, but we'll maybe dive into that another time. But we are going to celebrate all things interior design. We're going to talk about DIY hacks, interior design trends or not. I'm not a trend follower, but lots of open discussions about all things interior design, and some fun games along the way.
Oh, yeah. And some even funner guests.
Yes.
Which is very exciting. Now, you might be wondering, why is this podcast called Til Design Do Us Part? And that is because Leah and I call each other our interior design husband and wife. And we obviously we met on the show and we hit it off straight away. And I think we worked on a challenge together. And I think that challenge instantly just bonded us. And we have quite different styles, but what worked was we got along almost like a married couple. It was so bizarre. And I think ever since, it's probably the first person I speak to in the morning, the last person I speak to at night, every day.
Someone did ask recently if you were actually my husband.
I mean, I'll take it.
I mean, I'll take you too.
Yeah.
But no, just to confirm, me and Johnny aren't actually legally married, but unofficially.
In the interiors world, we are bound for life.
Yes, exactly.
So speaking of having styles that are a little bit different, the theme of this episode is opposites attract. Now, I think what's quite interesting about this is like I said before, we have such different interior design styles.
Yes.
But that didn't stop us from being able to collaborate and being able to come up with some amazing design decisions together, actually.
And also grow as designers. I think
Totally.
the beauty of the show allowed us to work together, but we got to challenge each other. We got to learn how each other worked. I got to see how Johnny made mood boards. I think a lot of people think we went in knowing everything, and actually we knew nothing. Well, not knew nothing, but we got to learn off other people and how their design process evolved and what resources they use and how they, I guess, would come up with ideas. And it was so amazing to learn off someone else and then get on at the same time.
Really inspiring. And and I think, the fact that we actually got along as well, because often you go into these instances where you work together and you collaborate and, you sort of be like, oh, yeah, nice, hi. But we genuinely, I think that was... When in the episode that we designed together, the first one in particular, I was very much like, I knew that I got along with Leah, and so that was why Leah felt the burning eyes in the back of her head when I was like, you will work with me. You will work with me.
I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, I was going to say she didn't have a choice. And she's never got rid of me since, so that is good. But I knew that regardless of our styles, what worked was the fact that we could connect as people, because I often find that as long as you can collaborate in a way that's productive, then the rest is kind of easy from there.
Exactly. And also we did some pretty good designs together, just saying.
Yeah, just saying. So Leah, maybe you should tell people, why should they listen to our podcast?
Why? Well, there's many reasons why you should listen. One, we want to talk about interior design in a really accessible way. I think we chat about a lot of people using big, scary words, and we want people to listen to the podcast to be inspired, to get ideas for their own homes or businesses, and just kind of encourage people to give it a go. And maybe we can chat about maybe learning how we design or where we get inspiration, and maybe people can go away and do that for their own home.
Totally.
Ultimately.
And also make it fun. I often find that interior design, we find it very fun, but the way it's presented in a lot of ways is really boring.
Yes.
And hopefully yours truly here will not make it boring for you.
Exactly.
And as we said, we've got some very, very fun guests coming up, some very, very fun guests. And I think what will be interesting is seeing their takes on interior design and learning from them.
Yeah, exactly. And we've always said interior design is, I mean, everyone has different styles, everyone has different tastes, but that is the beauty of interior design. We wouldn't have interior design jobs if everyone's taste was the same. There would just literally be one interior designer as a copy paste for everyone to use. So as we've kind of said, this episode is about opposites attract and different design styles, and it's okay to appreciate other design styles, but it might not be for you, but kind of exploring and finding your own style.
Totally. So I think before we get started on the episode, I think we should just do a little intro to everybody so you know who we are as people. So, I mean, Lia, do you want to start us off? Who are you? Where are you from? How did you get into interiors, maybe?
Am I? It's a very good question. So
Today.
My name is Lia Gold, and I fell in love with interiors quite a while ago, but didn't really know that it could be a career ultimately. So it took me a really long time to actually figure out how I could do it as a job and how I could bring it into my life every day. And I think for a lot of people, they always start with the exploration in their own home. And I'd always loved designing my own rooms growing up and, helping my parents design their house. And my kind of career, I guess, started baking. So kind of creative ultimately, but not anything to do with interior design.
Still waiting for my cake, guys,
Yeah.
just saying.
So I baked for like 10 years.
Wow.
And then I moved into the world of fashion. And I worked at Uniqlo for another kind of
Big
9 years.
up Uniqlo.
Big up Uniqlo.
We love.
We love, yes. And then I was kind of coming towards the end of my career at Uniqlo as numbers in Excel started to get a little bit boring for my brain. I asked if I could do up the staff rooms at work. And kind of seeing firsthand the impact design can have on people and their moods was what truly inspired me to make the leap into making it a career. And it came at such a perfect time because as I had started to design the staff rooms, I then decided it was time to hand in my resignation. And then I applied for the show, and then,
Then one thing led to another.
One thing led to another.
And she won. Spoiler alert.
Oh, yes, spoiler alert. I mean, if you've not watched now, guys, tough. It does make me laugh when people get annoyed at still saying spoiler alert. I'm like, we had to keep this a secret since September. So if you've not watched it by now, tough.
Absolutely.
And obviously now the show has opened up so many amazing opportunities. I mean, I'll just touch on the vase on the table, shall we say. So obviously I got to design my wonderful collection with Next as part of the prize this year. You may have spotted the most beautiful vase you've ever seen in your life on the table, which is magnificent.
Oh, yeah.
And
She's a showstopper.
And is available to purchase now.
Plug that in there whilst we're here.
But it's given me all of these opportunities now to really explore lots of different things. I've just started a supper club, which we hosted last night for the first time. So it's just this massive exploration now and kind of getting my hand into lots of different things that I would never have had the privilege to try before.
World's your oyster, honey.
So yeah, we're going all guns blazing. And obviously interior design is happening at the same time somehow.
Yeah. And a podcast
and
that
a
you're
podcast.
listening to right now.
Exactly. But you've just got to, I was about to say, grab life by the hands. What's the phrase?
Grab life by the hands. Isn't it?
Grab life by the melons.
No. I was about to say grab life by the balls, but I don't think it's that
one.
Is
It
it?
is that one, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Grab
that's...
life by the balls?
I think so. I quite like melons.
What? Melons? Oh my God, we've already lost
Sorry,
it.
we've detracted already.
We've already lost it.
We've derailed. It's been a long week. Maybe we should just divulge into... So, Johnny, how did you get into your interior design journey?
Well, my name is Johnny. And tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be... No. No.
That would be very
my name's
fitting.
Johnny. And I had a weird sort of journey into interiors. So I was a performer. I grew up dancing. I started dancing at the age of 4. And it's been a whole part of my life. For my whole life, I moved to London to train professionally in dance and musical theatre. And then when COVID hit, me and my husband bought a flat together. And
Sorry, you have a husband cheating on me.
Oh, sorry about that. Oh. Yeah, I should have told you that maybe earlier. Divorce pending. So we bought the flat together and it was a blank canvas and it gave us a real opportunity to put our stamp on it. And that was my first, I've always loved interiors, but it was my first chance to actually have my own space. I've been renting my whole life.
Yeah.
So being able to have that space that was ours and we could put our own stamp and it was amazing. And that was when I was like, oh, I think I quite like this. So stepped away from performing and just decided to do other things, and in amongst that was a bit of interior design for, like you, similarly, friends and family. I did some stuff at work.
Yep.
You know, I've had lots of different projects sort of bubbling along to the point where I was like, oh, I'm going to apply for the show.
Yeah.
And then got on.
Met
Lia.
And now look at us.
And now look at us go. We've got our own podcast. Pretty cool. But yeah, so my journey into interiors was a bit non-traditional for sure. But I think like similar to you, when you're creative, like your creativity adapts to different things.
Yeah. And I think it's also, it's when you get that chance to get your own home, to put your own stamp on it, it's such an amazing opportunity to explore. Because, as you say, when you rent, it's quite difficult sometimes to put your own stamp on things. Yeah. And then when you get that opportunity to do it, then your head kind of explodes with ideas.
Oh my God, you're literally like, oh, where do I go? What do I do? Oh,
yeah, which sometimes can be super overwhelming, which I think the more people listen, hopefully we'll be able to provide some guidance and use our expertise to help people to be able to design themselves and make sure that it's a home that they love because it's designed for them.
Totally. Well, I think that will sort of swiftly guide us on to the next section of our podcast.
What is the next section? Do tell, listeners.
Well, each week we'll be playing a little game called Red Flag, Green Flag.
A game.
Red Flag, Green Flag. And now this is really fun because this is where we go through statements provided to us by our producers. And
don't blame us if they're rubbish,
we've not seen them, is what I'm trying to let you know. We don't know about them. And basically each week they'll be different. And we go through and we say, do you think it's a red flag or do you think it's a green flag?
Okay, amazing.
So I think let's do it. So, red flag, green flag. Now, this is a game where we go through and we discuss design statements provided to us by our producer, and we say, is it a red flag or is it a green flag?
Much like a relationship, red flag, green flag, but an interiors version.
Exactly. Well, this is our life interiors, so it makes sense why we're doing this. Okay, so I've got the first one coming up for you.
Okay.
Every home should have an open plan living area.
Oh, I mean... Oh, sorry, was I going to go first?
No, it's for you. It's for you.
Take to the floor.
Take to the floor, Lia.
I mean, I'm green flag all over this. The viewers can't see at home. We are currently sitting in my very open plan kitchen, dining and courtyard. So I think if I said red flag, I would be the world's worst interior designer. For me, green flag all day, I think. But this, and no, I'm gonna stay on the green flag. I was gonna say I can understand why people. No, I don't. My house is such a party hubby home. Like everybody loves coming here, socializing around that island, socializing around the table. And for me, if you don't have that open plan feel, it's very hard to have that connection from like a kitchen to a living area. And because I love cooking, I get really sad if I'm somewhere that isn't open plan and I miss out that interaction with my guests. And a lot of your
design style is around that social interaction. So I think it makes sense as to why you like it so
I think
much.
If I'd said red flag, people would turn off the podcast
people
right now.
Like, I don't believe it. But controversially, I'm coming in with a red flag. It's not for me, Diva. And I think it's maybe because I currently live in a flat that is so open plan that actually I quite like the idea of hopefully moving somewhere eventually that has like a kitchen, a dining room, a living room, like all separate rooms, because I don't know, like I find that we
a morning room?
A morning room, a dining room. If there's any other rooms we could think of, I'd have them all. I mean, that's the mansion that's coming maybe in 2 years.
2027's plan,
yeah. Exactly that.
I get it to a point. I think if I lived in a pokey little flat, and I'm very lucky that I don't. No. I mean, like...
No, because you live in an absolute shithole, Jonni.
No, Johnny's flat's lovely. I've been there. But I know...
It's really lovely flat. It's teeny tiny lovely flat.
That's not what I meant at all. But
some of us don't live in a little pokey shoebox. It's fine. Some of us live in a palace. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Stop pretending like I live in a palace. It's hard when you live in a flat to have an open plan flat, unless it's like a warehouse, like a loft conversion, like a really cool vibe like that.
Yeah.
Also, not that your flat isn't cool either. I'm really digging myself a hole here.
Just keep digging.
But
Just keep digging.
I think if we had ample space, then I would still choose an open plan social space.
Yeah, and listen, I think that I love a social kitchen. I totally get that. I like the idea that you can have, like what you've got here, essentially, you can talk to people whilst you're entertaining, because that's something that I really worry about with separate spaces. It's like, oh yeah, you are really disconnected. I think it's just, I'd love a house that's big enough so I could have kitchen with a social space and a dining room and a living room.
Okay, so the answer to this question is everyone just be rich enough to own a mansion, and then
basically
we don't need to worry about this red flag, green flag.
Exactly.
I'm not sure we've answered any questions there.
I said red flag, you said green flag. That's the answer there. Okay, number 2. I know what you're going to say on this. Neutral colours are timeless and colours date.
I'm wearing quite a controversial outfit to give a
I was going to say it's giving neutral, giving beige.
I was going with the outfit because it's got flowers on it, okay?
Okay.
But I think if we look at the statement vase, the rug on the floor, the beautiful greenery behind you, and the planter, I think people are going to know my answer to this question. And that is that neutral colours are not my vibe, and that they are a red flag to me.
Okay.
But no, they're just red flag. Done. Sorry. There's no white walls in my house.
I'm coming in saying it's a green flag.
God, we're not doing very well on the agreements today.
I think we've got a divorce coming up, guys.
Haven't even made it to the
episode 1. We haven't done episode 1 yet. No, I love neutrals. I think they're really useful. But I like bringing colours through different things, so furniture, textures, and stuff like that. I guess the thing is, paint is paint, right? You can paint over things. So if you don't like it and it is something that you get bored of or whatever,
Nothing's
you can
permanent.
paint over it. No, nothing.
Apart from tattoos.
Well, I haven't got any of those, so I'm all fine. But I do have white walls in my house. But not just any white. Shout out to Farron Bull Strong White. That is the best white.
Oh, strong. She's not a weak white.
No, she's a strong white. She's a strong. She's Diva White.
So if people are going to use white, it needs to be strong.
I'm gonna rename her Diva White. That's
Diva
what
White?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, last one for you. Let's see if we agree on this one.
Yeah, hit me.
If it can't be wiped clean, it doesn't belong in a family home.
So I feel like this one's a little bit odd for me and you because, well, me and Johnny don't have kids.
No.
So I do understand this if people are designing their homes with kids, which is why I think when you're designing for a client, you have to understand their situation.
Yeah, I don't know if I would be buying something just because it was wiped clean.
No, I was going to say, I do have a dog and I feel like he's quite similar. Clean? No. And like he wipes his face all over the sofa after he's had his dinner.
A lovely velvet sofa. Ruined.
Yeah, but like I wasn't going to pick something else just because we had a dog.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I mean, I wouldn't probably go buying like a 10 grand suede sofa with a kid that's walking around with a biro pen quite often. Because I think that might break your heart if they cover it in biro. I mean,
like, I wouldn't be buying like a white sofa. I'd definitely be doing dark colours.
Well, I wouldn't be buying white full stop. We've just learned.
Yeah. But I wouldn't be doing pale. It would be definitely dark because of, like, if somebody got a biro to it or something. Can you imagine? I'd shout out to anybody who's ever had that happen to them. That would be, like, my idea of hell. I don't know how I would be able to control myself if that happened.
Exactly. I think it's about context, isn't it? If you have a family and you've got 4 young kids, it's like materials to glass table might not be suitable for smashing or really sharp edges. But as they grow up, then you can spoil yourself with the things. My vision of, like, wipeable things is like those wax tablecloths that you get, like, that are literally just wipe clean. And I'm like, no shade, but they're so hideous. You get in like your pub in Benidorm. I'm literally like, oh, I mean, or a sticky carpet floor. Yeah, not for me, Diva. No, not for me, honey. No. So I think that's a red. Okay, well, that concludes our little game of red flag, green flag. What are we on? 2-1. Did we agree on the last one? Yeah, I think we agreed on the last one. Yeah, we did. Okay, so we're still married. Just about. Savable. Yeah, savable. Okay, now so we'll be moving on to the next section, which is normally where we'd have our guest slot, okay? And we've got very exciting guests coming, as we said. Very exciting. But we thought this time that we could just use this as a moment for you guys to get to know us. Obviously, you've seen us on the TV, you know, global superstars, obviously. No paparazzi today, please, thank you. Apart from the 4 cameras in front of us now.
guys, no paps, no paps.
Sorry, we're just sat here with our lovely videographer on the floor. Shout out to Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony, no paps today, please. Thank you. But we thought it'd be a cool idea for you guys to get to know a bit more about our individual interior design styles. Because obviously, Leah and I have said that ours are both very different, but it would be a nice way for you guys to get to know us a bit more. So,
Exactly.
Leah, I mean, you've briefly spoken about your lovely collection with Next, but maybe tell us, how would you sum up your interior design style?
Shall we do the classic, like, 3-word explanation?
What 3 words?
What 3 words? What is my location? I think obviously people will think very botanically from watching the show. And obviously my journey through the show, I got to challenge myself a lot more and try lots of different things and kind of found my style. I think you have to discover your signature style. But when we first started the show, you kind of get landed with a quick and catchy phrase, if you like. And it kind of evolved, and I grew throughout to fully understand what my style was. And now I would say it's a kind of joyful, sophisticated, botanical inspired palette. So I think maybe initially the botanics would have been first, but now they're actually the last thing I probably consider, whether that's in a paper or adding in dry flowers to my designs, as a lot of people will know me for. But I think now it's more what brings me joy first, and understanding from a client what brings them joy and how that is the starting point for my design process. Because I think that's so important for everyone. If you're designing a home or you're designing a business, like, what is it that brings you joy? That's like my question one. And sometimes you have to like dig really deep, because people are like, oh, I'm not really sure, or like, what do you mean by that? And it could be
you've got to think about it, right? It's such a big, because I think it is a big part of any design. I think a lot of designers would probably agree with you on that. You know, what brings you joy? What do you love? What do you want to love about this space? You know, and so I think actually, when you can answer that question, no matter how hard it is, I think that's the key to finding good design, for sure.
Exactly. And I think I can very easily say, like, flowers bring me joy, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go plaster them over the wall. And it might be the colour of the green or that texture of a peony. Like, can I then look for inspiration in those things? And then my design will evolve from there. So I think that's something I really learned. And also I talked a lot about refining my design style on the show, and that was great. But now I really think people know a Lia Gold design when they see one. And I think that's great when people are like, this is a very, or people send me stuff and go, this is a very you room. And it's really nice that now
people know your style.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously we'll touch on the next collection, which there's a few pieces around here. And the collection came from actually my Italian heritage and what brings me joy. So Beach Hut Week was episode 1, and I took a lot of inspiration from that, because that for me was something I always remember growing up as a child as being such an amazing part of my childhood, and Italy is such an important part of my life. So how could I make a collection that shows people what joy is to me?
Totally.
And every piece in the collection, I think, has a story to it. So I've always said to people, if you're interested, message me. I'll tell you what the stripe means. The stripe is taken from a pasta shape. It's inspired, the rick-rack lines from a Mafalda pasta. So everything has a story behind it, and I think that's also really important. There's the storytelling element of the collection, and the collection is so personal to me, but I think we've come up with really versatile pieces that people can put in their homes and dress however they want. Like, you don't need to have the vase with flowers in it. We used it yesterday as a wine cooler. Or it's a statement piece by itself, just on a shelf. So my design style and my creativity is adapted, and I've learned so much in 6 months. It's wild. And I'm still learning. I'm not here.
I think we're always learning. Everyone, as people in general, like, I definitely view life as like, I'm not perfect. I'm always willing to grow, always willing to learn. And I think that's how you get the best out of yourself, because you're constantly willing to change and adapt. Nobody's perfect, hon.
I mean, a year ago, if you'd have told me and Jonni be sitting here doing a podcast, I would have laughed in your face. Like, I hated having a camera in my face. I hated talking.
I hate him. I really couldn't stand him.
Him
now
and his pokey flat.
Now I've just learned to tolerate him. It's fine.
But it's you have to push yourself out of your comfort zone to do things.
Totally.
And then it becomes more natural. Like, I honestly was terrified to go on the show because I don't like talking to a camera. I'd never turned a camera on my face. But the more we do things that challenge ourselves, then you get to experience different things, and actually you learn a lot. And then now I'm trying out lots of different things I wouldn't have been able to do before.
Well, there you go, you see. Like being on your own podcast, honey.
Being on a podcast with you.
Yes.
But that's enough about me. Tell me a little bit more about your style, and if someone was to hire Jonni Knight, what would that be?
I only design pokey flats.
Well, you've got a niche, babes, in London. Everyone will be like, filling up your inbox.
I only work on
a
pokey
pokey
flats
flat.
in London, guys. Now, my design style, it stems from mid-century design. So very much that kind of Scandi, Danish furniture pieces, they really speak to me quite a lot. But I like to say it's with a bit of a twist, because I love a pattern, I love a statement, and I love doing things maybe that you wouldn't necessarily think to do. Like I love putting pops of colour. Like I said, I do love neutrals, but I always try and bring colour and texture through soft furnishings or furniture pieces, and I always love that. So I think, my design style, weirdly, on the show, might be why I got sent home, but weirdly, I stuck to my design style. But I kind of stuck to my design style because I was kind of really sure, I think, in a way of like, I knew what I wanted to create. And I think, maybe to my hindrance, but I was really passionate about the designs I made because they felt true to me.
Yeah.
And I think, my design style I've evolved, like we were saying, I've evolved even since when we bought our flat to now. Like when I look at pictures when we first moved in and I thought it was cute, I was like, honey, that was not cute.
But I think those pictures are really important, and people, you sometimes see people posting pictures of like the first space I designed and they're like so embarrassed by it. But like, I think that just shows how much you've grown and learned though.
Yeah.
Like if they were the exact same, okay, you might just be amazing interior designer, but like, it's that evolution.
But totally, yeah. And like we were just saying, you're constantly growing, and I think the evolution, seeing how far you've come. But my design style is, I feel a lot more, it's more well-rounded now, and I feel, obviously being on the show was a really great opportunity. Got to design some amazing spaces that I would never been able to have designed. I think back to that castle. I mean, that we'd never been, well, we might
actually
be,
this heat is giving me triggering feelings back to the castle when there was no aircon.
But equally that was such a challenging space that I probably would never have had the opportunity to design, and it really pushed me as a designer. And I'm those kind of experiences are really, really beneficial to grow. So I think that our design styles are very different, and obviously we coined a phrase on the show called food for thought. I don't know if you remember that, because we would often come up with design decisions together, and if we didn't like it, didn't want to offend the other one, so we'd say,
nicely challenge each other.
food for thought.
Food for thought.
So we knew that was code for I can't stand it, don't put it anywhere near me.
But that's also
Politely.
why we got on so well. So I think the little phrases were good.
But I like that, we've worked on a couple of projects together outside of the show as well. Like when we did the farmhouse, was really interesting. It was Lia led the design, but equally was asking me like design decisions, like what do you think of this? And there were things that I would challenge Lia on. I'd be like, I'm not sure about this, what do you think? And we'd go back and forth about it. And I think, as you're saying, you're constantly learning, and if you're willing to challenge each other on stuff like that, then you're not unstoppable, hun.
Exactly. Always listen to the advice. You don't have to take it all, but always listen to it.
Totally. Now, what we'd do at this point is, with our guest, we would do a quick fire round of questions, and every week we will ask the same 5 questions to our guest. So I thought that I would ask you the five first, and then you can ask me.
Since I'm the special guest today.
If you want, Diva, you can be the special guest.
Thank you.
Here we go. Right, you ready? It's quick fire, so no dilly-dallying, no, no, you got to be like
Listen,
this.
right, go.
Okay. Favourite room in the house?
Kitchen.
Okay, that was quick. Fair.
You said quickfire. You literally just explicitly said quickfire. You cannot now come back and say that was too quick.
Okay. Favourite colour to use in the house?
Green.
Oh yeah, I was going to say she loves green.
I love green.
Green. Favourite place to get inspiration?
Like bars, restaurants, garden centres, Chelsea Flower Show.
Love. Cute. What is your favourite season at home?
Oh, summer, because hello.
Sitting outside enjoying the courtyard.
Doors be open, courtyard be popping.
Fair.
Yeah, I love it out here. This is my favourite room of the house, if you can call it a room.
Yeah, I think it is. It's an extension of the house.
Yeah.
And in the summer, this is like an actual other room.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, final one. What is the favourite piece that you own in your home?
The tomato vase.
I thought you were pointing at me. I was like, me?
Oh.
You're literally like, you own, what do you own? No, the tomato vase, come on. Come on.
Oh,
I'll
and
be
you,
second to the
Johnny.
I'll be second to the tomato vase, it's fine. She's cute, so
sorry.
I'll let her have
Yeah,
it.
tomato vase. And I'm so proud of it. It's just amazing. Like, I could stare at it all day. It literally makes me smile, like, every time I look at it.
It's so cute.
So, yeah, fave piece ever.
Love it.
Tomato vase. You second. Close second.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay.
You ready to ask me?
Yeah.
I'm ready for my close-up.
Ready for your quick fire? If
Here we
he's
go.
not quick now, I wouldn't listen again. Right. Favourite room at home?
What?
Your favourite room at home?
I just said favourite room.
I was being quick.
It was so quick. Favourite room at
Sorry,
home.
did I go too Scottish? Favourite home?
Favourite room. Favourite room at home. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, living room.
What were you going to say first?
I don't know. I don't know.
The
I just
pressure.
panicked.
Favourite colour at home? Strong white.
Strong white.
Not a colour. It's
Strong
not
white,
a colour.
Strong white Farrenball.
No.
But it isn't white. It's like an off-white.
No, I'm not letting you have it. Yeah, try to pick a colour. The people want to know what your favourite colour is.
Okay, the other colour I could give you is another Farrenball colour. It's called Old White. It's less white. It's more like this colour actually. It's like a browny sort of beige. Very nice.
If people want to turn off now, I reckon this is a good point.
Hey, listen. People, stand up for me, white lovers. Come on. Okay.
No, I'm not moving on. I want
That's
a
it,
colour.
Diva. I haven't got any other colours for you. It's either strong white or it's old white. That's your lot.
Sorry about him. Favourite spot for inspiration?
Magazines. I have a subscription to House and Garden magazine and I love that. And when it turns up every month, I sit and I read it cover to cover and I tear out pictures that I maybe put on like a mood board or like I have this like inspiration board and I put it on there and I can like go back to it if I'm like having a design conundrum when I'm coming up with design. So
I have a subscription to Living ETC. We should swap.
what's Living? I don't think I've read Living ETC before. Okay.
What?
I don't think I've read it. Send it my way, Diva.
We'll switch over. That's good. We've got 2 subscriptions on the go for the price of 1,
There you go,
ultimately.
honey.
Favourite season at home?
Winter.
It's because he lives in a pokey flat.
I just love this
Nice and
idea.
toasty,
Do you know
is
what's
it?
interesting? I'm literally like thinking, oh yeah, I love winter because I can just put the fire on, but I haven't got a fire.
I was going to say, what?
I haven't
in
got
your
a fire. Haven't got a cozy
You've just,
living room.
you've just got really well insulated new builds.
Basically, so it's toasty. I just put the fire on the TV and just
Close all the windows.
yeah, exactly.
Vibe.
But winter, I love the winter months. I love the like hunkering down on an evening, watching TV, getting
You
all
don't
sun.
like the sweat dripping down your face now, or
Yeah, I love that actually. It's really, really great for me actually, all the sweat. Really nice. Yeah, no, I do listen, I love spring's probably my least favourite, but I do love summer as well for different reasons. I love that al fresco dining.
but you can't have them all. It was one.
It's winter then. I told you
Ended.
it's winter. That's
Done.
it. I was just saying.
Favorite piece in your own home, second to the tomato vase, obviously, that you own. Of mine.
I would say it has to be my headboard in my spare room, which is unreal. It was a gift that I got from a friend.
It is
and
gorgeous.
it's so unreal.
I think it was more gorgeous because it was a freebie as well.
I mean, yeah. I since I saw it for the first time in her house, I loved it. And obviously it was very expensive, but she was just like trying to sell it. And I was like, well, I'll help you sell it, but how much are you charging for it? Because I will buy it. And she's like, oh, if you want it, I'll just give you it. And I was like,
Those are the friends you need
Diva,
in life.
love you. She's great. She's such a great friend. And now she even says to me all the time, she's like, how's the headboard? I'm like, it's still going strong. She's not going anywhere. Don't worry.
No, I mean,
It's never going anywhere.
no. After getting up those stairs.
No, well, yeah, true. To be fair, it took a while to get it in. Okay, so now we're on to a little section that we like to call Design or Divorce. And Leah is going to kindly sing us the theme tune for it. Take it away, Leah.
Doot, doodly doot, doot. Design or divorce. Is that it? I don't know what we agreed on. Did we agree on
didn't
anything?
agree on anything, it's
you
you.
just put me on the spotlight.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go.
Design or divorce. Doodly doo, doo doo doo.
It's a workshop. It's work in progress. We'll
Stay
come up-
tuned to see how it evolves over time.
Yeah, maybe she's going to rap it. She's going to do a little bit of freestyle.
So I look like someone who
Design
raps.
or divorce. Hey.
You can have the rap. MC Hammer.
Now, design or divorce is where we're going to get listeners to write into us and give us their design dilemmas.
And you've also got 2 designers for the price of 1, so I think this is a bargain feature.
And as you can tell, we will give different opinions, quite probably. It's very rare that we agree.
But that's good.
That's good, yeah, exactly.
Good.
2 different
Confuse the
opinions.
listeners more, is what I say.
Exactly. Now, our first one is coming to us from Aisha in Birmingham. Hi, Aisha.
Hello.
She said, how do you make a downstairs loo fun without looking gimmicky or trying too hard?
Well, first of all, Aisha, you've obviously not been following me on Instagram because my downstairs loo is a vibe. So, first of all, I rescued a pink toilet from a skip and
Salvage queen.
ripped out the brand new white toilet that was in there.
Boring.
And made my husband turn into plumber for several weeks whilst we
I was going to say only several hours, no?
I was going to say for the day, but that was a lie. Several weeks trying to fit it properly. But we got there in the end. And I then got this gorgeous wallpaper. She's very expensive, but if there's a time to use expensive wallpaper, it's in a small space because you only need 1 roll.
Yeah.
And that's why I went for it, because I was like, I can't afford to wallpaper a massive bedroom in this gorgeous statement botanical paper. So the downstairs loo is covered in this stunning paper, and then the back wall is panelled in garden bamboo.
Love that.
And painted in a pink to match. So there's no gimmicks involved there. She's not themey.
No.
It's just like such a special place to me. I love having a wee in there.
I think if there's ever a time that you can... Did you say I love having a wee in there?
Yeah.
Fair. I think if it's ever a time to go wild and experiment, then it's
in a small space.
Downstairs loos are great because that's when you've got friends over and they go to the party and they're like, oh, this jazzy toilet.
Yeah, or if they hate it, they're not there for that long.
No, exactly. Unless they're doing a poo.
Well,
so.
I was going to avoid that one. Johnny went straight there.
Nah, it's fine. You got to go for it.
For the poo or the joke?
So hopefully, I think this may be a design... It's not divorce, because I feel like you can sort it out without it looking gimmicky. Just not to not go too themey.
Don't do like a pirate cabin or something. Or do if
I mean, if that's
your
your
name's
vibe.
Jack Sparrow, but like.
I mean, if that's your vibe, that's your vibe. But so yeah, I think we're design agreement on that one.
We're still married.
Very weird. Okay.
Still married.
Okay. Well, number 2 is from Tom in Newcastle. Hi, Tom. And he says his living room doesn't get much natural light.
Yep.
How do we make it feel brighter without being bland or boring?
So my whole downstairs doesn't get any natural light. It's very limited because of this. We're kind of below walls. Obviously, if you want to go brighter, stick to a slightly lighter colour. Don't go too dark.
Yeah.
But it depends what you want. Like, do you mean as in you want it to feel lighter because you want it to be bolder because you can add in accessories that are bold?
I think a lot of people maybe get scared of dark colours because they think it's going to make it feel dark
Dungy.
and dingy. But
Yeah.
I think sometimes that works in a space, like even like a living room. I think I can work where it's quite dark because again, if
Lean
it's like
into it.
Lean into it. If it's
Yeah.
like a cinema room, if it's something it really encapsulates you when you're sat in there. If it's darker, I find. I mean, like yours is dark, know, and I
I'm
love
dark.
it.
I'm dark, really, really dark blue in a space that doesn't get much light, but it kind of bounces off. Then I have I have a Barbie pink kitchen on the other side of that. So those 2 colours are very contrasting.
Yeah,
so
I
the
think it's about what
kitchen
you
is
put in it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that contrast is what works for your kitchen. But equally, if it was you didn't have a kitchen, it was just a living room, your furniture pieces need to be lighter.
Yeah.
So that it contrasts.
Or if he's scared, paint all 4 walls. 5 walls.
Yeah.
1, 2,
6 walls, 7 walls, 8 walls, 9 walls, 10 walls.
Depends what house he's in, right?
If he's in a pokey shoebox flat, probably only 2 walls.
Well, save him some money. Not much paint on that one, is there?
So yeah, I think you can either lean into it, or I think if you go for a lighter colour on the walls to make it feel brighter, then if you can afford to go for a fun accessory or fun furniture pieces. You could do a bold colour. I mean, that's what I like to do. I do have white walls, but I go for, dark pieces or coloured pieces to bring in that fun. Because, yeah, if you just went white and beige everything, no shade, it's a bit boring.
Yeah. Also,
It's
it's just
fun.
about the right tones of colour, for sure. Like, needs to understand what tone to use to make it feel bright. Not necessarily the colour.
Yeah.
It's the tone of colour, which is the correct form to use.
Totally. I had that. We painted our living room white. We thought the right white, but it ended up looking like a bloody care home. It was absolutely awful. So we repainted it the next day in the right colour. I was literally like, never again. You've got to paint your samples everywhere, as in like have a little sample on lots of different walls in the room so you can see where the light hits at different times of the day.
Yeah.
So you're not shocked like we were when we painted it, and then it was like, this is absolutely hideous.
Yeah, save yourself 2 paint jobs.
Yeah. So Tom, hope that you can figure out how to not get a bland.
Yeah, we don't want bland designs.
No.
This is grand designs, not bland designs.
Well, there you go. There you go. Leah said it first. So that's the end of Design or Divorce, and that's also kind of wrapping up our episode here. So, I mean...
Really? We've been talking that long?
I mean, yeah, we've been talking quite a while. I mean, we could just yappa all day, but, you know, Gal's got things to do. So
We've got to get designing.
We've got to get designing. So we have got lots of exciting things coming, as we said.
We do.
Many exciting guests.
This was just a teaser.
It's a teaser for you to get to know us and for you to get to know what we've got coming. The rest of the episodes that we filmed for the first part of this series were filmed a few months ago in very, very cool location. And we had some really interesting conversations. I'm really excited to share with you.
Yeah.
Leah, what if people were interested in keeping up with us on socials? Do you know what they could do?
Well, I do.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Thank you. Could you help us?
They can obviously subscribe, which I highly recommend, so that you get notified every time me and Jonni release some more amazing episodes of the podcast. You can listen to us on all streaming platform services.
Wherever you get your podcasts.
Wherever you get your podcasts. And obviously tell everybody. Word of mouth is, I think, the best thing, especially with podcasts. There's so many, and there's so many bad ones. So, like, don't recommend those.
And not this. This is
recommend
amazing,
our podcast, obviously. And follow along on Instagram and TikTok.
Yep.
And also, please start sending us your design dilemmas, because
we need them.
We need them.
We need them,
start
and we also
answering-
want them. We want to solve your design dilemmas and make sure that you don't get a divorce with your designs.
Exactly. We want to save marriages all over the world.
Yes. But yeah, go follow us on socials, on Instagram and TikTok and on YouTube at Til Design Do Us Part. That's Til Design Do Us Part.
I was going to do another theme tune, but I'll work on it for the next one.
I was going to say, I think you've got your work cut out coming up with the design or divorce one. We've still got work in progress on that one. Okay.
Fine.
So yeah, I guess for now we're going to leave you with a little trailer of what we've got coming up for the rest of this season.
A trailer.
Oh,
We
yeah.
spoil you.
We really do. But I guess until the next time we say,
Til Design Do Us Part. Ciao.
Bye.
Hello, Jonni.
Hi, Leah. This is episode 1 of the pod.
Yeah, a brand new podcast.
A brand new podcast. Well, we are so excited to welcome our guest.
Thank you so much for coming to join us today.
Pleasure.
Love the
A
idea of-
sitting room, a drawing room.
a dining room, the morning room. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a bit shady, isn't it?
give him a hand. Colour drench that living room.
That's a bit of a mic drop moment from Leah there. Colour drench boom.
Yeah. See ya. Next dilemma.
Yeah.
What has this woman not done?
I know.
Fabric just doesn't marry with the rest of the room, when actually they should have been a considered part of the design.
Maybe it should be a wrap. Do you fancy doing some wrap?
Absolutely not.